So we're going to move on with a list of the business, labor, and community leaders. And first, we have Professor Ling-chi Wang, who's been a longtime civil rights leader in the Chinese community.
You know, I normally do not get involved in electoral politics, but after reading so much about the smear campaign that's been going on, the obscene amount of money that is being spent, I think this campaign, at least Eric's Challenger is going to be outspend every single supervisorial race in the history of San Francisco. You know, as of yesterday, it's about 750,000, and I suspect that by the election day, it will probably be close to $1 million. Now think about, where is this money coming from? You know, this morning when I woke up, and I read this morning's Chinese paper, and found out that Eric is being criticized for not supporting neighborhood schools. And that really surprised me, because I have been involved with the educational issues since the late 1960s in San Francisco, on virtually every single school issues that have surfaced in San Francisco. I have never once heard a word from David Lee about education, and suddenly he becomes a person who sent his kids to private school, a person to now at this moment to be criticizing Eric, who I know for a fact has been involved with public schools issue, as Sandra and all the other people have been talking, and Norman have been talking about, that have been involved day to day for years about education, about immigration, about housing, about workers' rights, you name it, every issue. And I hope that the people in the Richmond district will recognize what a great representative that they have in the City Hall, and that they should not be, convinced by the kind of smear campaign that's been going on to discredit Eric by somebody who has no track record of addressing any community issues other than through an organization called Chinese American Voter Education Committee, which I co-founded back in 1971 for the sole purpose of promoting Chinese American voter registration and education of issues vital to the Chinese American community. Now, since David Lee took over the organization about 15 years or so ago, I have yet to see the kind of a grassroots registration, the kind of a political education and engagement of community issues with the Chinese American community. And Richmond, of course, is a very important district for Chinese Americans. So we cannot take the word of people who came out of nowhere, who have never addressed or worked on any issues, and then started attacking people who have been working for decades for the good of the community and the good of San Francisco, and to deny the people of Richmond District the kind of representation that they urgently need. So I urge a united front. All the Chinese American community should turn out and vote overwhelmingly and return Eric to the Board of Supervisors. Thank you.